And welcome back, guys. So, we're going to be playing some Rust, and yes, I am in the middle of the ocean. How the hell is this possible, right? So, someone introduced me to Floating Foundations, which is a plug on this server. There's a slight downside to my teams at the moment. Let's see if we can wait for the water to recede. You see those floating barrels? Yeah, apparently you can make floating foundations. Someone taught me how to make floating foundations after someone was complaining that the RP town was lagging them. And I just kind of looked at them like, okay, we didn't have a problem until you came over here. So if you have such a problem with this, and you should have saw the chat, they're sitting there, can we delete it? No one's using it. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm using it? And it's on you. It's on, this platform. You kind of get the idea. It's on a social media platform where people can watch the video. You kind of get the idea. And like, oh, we don't care. We needed the server to be performance, and this is using performance. And I'm like, no, the reason the map's lagging because the map's too small if you got too many bases on the server / map itself. It has nothing to do with the RP town. But anyways, I had one of those people that would come over thinking they know it all and saying, oh, if we delete this, the server will stop lagging. I just kind of looked at them, you're stupid. But you kind of get the idea. It was some angry farmer guy that apparently logged off in the cave over here. Apparently there's a cave here. And I went down here to see if there was like nodes or something down here. And there's some farmer guys that's sleeping down here. And apparently he came out here and he has a really crappy PC and he was lagging. Kind of felt bad for him. But in the end, he turned out to be super toxic. And I'm like, yeah, no. Now I don't feel so bad for the guy. Anyways, you kind of get the idea. Anyways, the idea here is to build the RP town in the ocean next wipe. And of course, seeing not a lot of people have used this plug, it required me to do a lot of testing. Meaning, seeing a lot of people couldn't give me some input of how this works. Or, because now, from what I've been told, no one really uses this plug. So I'm like, screw it, I'll try it. So, how does this plug work? Well, you have to be next to a level 2 workbench, and I'll just kind of show how this works. So, let me get on my tugboat here. You need a level 2 workbench. So, it's going to show up like this, but we need one of these. And we need some metal. I tried planting an oak tree on a planter, it doesn't work. Oh, we need to be back here. Do we? So now, we want to be holding our building plan. We're not going to notice this popped up. You're like, what the hell? Yeah, what the hell, dude? So I click this. Oh look, loading foundations are appearing. I had to make more of these anyways. We'll come out here, and I'm not going to be able to build right next to the boat there. It's going to take multiple tool cabinets to maintain this. And we'll talk about what's going on with my teammates here in a little bit, just so everyone's on the same page. So, so usually, you would have to come out here and place it like that. But, I've already have mine set up, so all I have to do is do this. Oh look, it's letting me build this way. It wasn't letting me do that before. Let's see how far I can build. So the idea is to build as close as we can to that. This way you don't need a tugboat or a boat, you could just run over. But it kind of gives the idea of what we're going for next wipe. We're going to be doing something like this. Why boat over or, buy a, what do you want to call it? A tugboat or boat when you can just have a base right next to it. But anyways, yeah, pretty much that's what we're going to try next wipe. So right now we are too close to oil rig. And it's making this bed that we have here where we cannot spawn on the bed. So I'm gonna guess that there's a giant circle around here that prevents you from spawning back. So we would have to build in this area up here or somewhere out of distance of the oil rig. yeah, that's pretty much the goal here. Is we're gonna build as close as we can to oil rig, but far enough away where we can still respawn in our beds. The idea here is, everyone runs large oil rig eventually, and it'd be pretty interesting to have a water base slash village out here. So I think we've decided that we're going to do wooden platforms. And as you can tell, I've been doing a lot of experimentation of how far can you go outside the map with these floating foundations. So the problem here is we have a floating foundation base out here. The issue here is your tugboat respawns when the server restarts. This goes for all servers, apparently. Same thing with out here. I was stranded out here. Someone had to fly a mini all the way out here. Like, what the hell are you doing out here? And that's pretty much what happened there. Um, so over here, as long as I put my tugboat in between these two foundations, it will stay in place, which is pretty interesting that it wouldn't stay up against a foundation by itself unless it's actually touching it, which is pretty interesting. So I've done quite a bit of testing. I know it's not much of a gameplay or content that you guys are looking for, but it's more of a kind of update of what I've been up to. I've been testing out this plug to see how far we can push it, seeing that not many people use it. And I kind of get an idea why not many people use it. It's because the boats like to respawn on restart, and it's kind of annoying to go and get them every single time. But as long as we do something like this for a boat dock, it seems to stay in place. So it's got its gifts and curses, I guess. Regarding the RP town, it's doing alright. I'm not having a lot of people move into it currently. So it really depends on what goes on next wipe, if I'm still with the previous group that I joined, or if I go with a new group. That's pretty much what's going on. Is the current group I'm with on the server thinks it's too easy to get stuff, and they literally left the server for another server, thinking that it was more of a challenge over there, basically. So, I might be back to finding another group to join again. Hope this was enjoyable to go, holy shit. How the hell are you building on the ocean? How are you walking on water? Yeah, it's expensive. Let's kind of look at one of these tool cabinets. Okay, it's 1,878. Let's go take a look at the 8x8 over here. Let's go see how much this takes to maintain. I have a feeling when I start building the RP town here on the water, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. Oh, holy crap, it's 5,000 wood. Yeah. You kind of get the idea. It costs a lot. And this is not even fully built out, so keep this in mind. Each crack you see here, like space here, this is an individual tool cabinet by itself. So I figure I'll go ahead and get me some foundations, and let's see how far I can build that way towards oil rig. Let's see how far I can go before things start shooting at me. I don't know if I'd like the noises these make. Sounds like inner tubes. I don't have a tool out. Okay. We're gonna need some more of these. Give me those inner tubes. Alright. I'll get us some wood. I don't know. I mean, Rumble is a good backup in case YouTube ever completely screws up to a point where, you know, you get the idea, you know. It is a good backup in case YouTube screws up really bad to a point that they get shut down. You know, you kind of get the idea, you know. It's a good backup. They won't like that I said that, but if they understand where I'm coming from. How far can I build next to this monument? I don't like how close I can get to this thing. Saying I can see him right there? Oh no. You are not allowed to place as many foundations near here. Okay. Well, that's easy fix. We need to do this. We are not allowed. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Break this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go away, night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then if I do one of these. It looks like it sinks. Hi there! People just kind of look at me like, really? What is this crap? You need a proper, you need a, oh, I'm out of foundations, alright. It's over there. Hey, you're out of foundations. You can't do that. Pretty much. So yeah, when the purge happens, I'm probably going to be out here building onto this. And I'll probably just get rid of all the resources in the main base, because I just don't see the point of leaving stuff in there. I'll probably use it up the day before wipe. That's what I usually do. And then if I find a base that has like rockets or C4 in it, then I'll pop into it real quick. You kind of get the idea. It's just like, eh. But you kind of see the idea. It's very easy to you build foundations here for these floating foundations. Yikes, can't speak. All distracted and shit. Trying to not swear as much. It's a hard habit to break. You know, when you know these words fit well, you like to use them a lot. So you kind of see why it's hard to break the habit. Hey, come back here. I need my wood. Where am I? Watch. Rust developers will be watching this. How the hell are you building all the way out there? I'll be like, okay, we gotta address this. We gotta make it so this plug-in can't do that. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. sunshine, sunshine. I walked too close. Oh! Stop shooting at me. Ah! I didn't sign up for this. Guess I'm not walking on sunshine anymore. So, we literally just got told, hey, you're too close. So, I'm not building any farther. I will break this and this. But, yeah, apparently we got close enough that we got shot at. We won't talk about it. Apparently we're close enough to get shot at. But anyways, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe button, make sure to hit the follow button, and you kind of get the idea of what I've been up to. Went ahead, checked out Rumble, see how that plays out. Been busy experimenting with this. Been questioning if my team's gonna come back and play this server. Apparently they think it's too easy. And yeah. Just trying to keep busy and not bored. And right now I'm kind of bored because I already have everything I want. Thankfully there's a BP wipe happening on the server soon, which is a good thing. But you kind of get the idea of what's going on with me. Is that I'm kind of bored of Rust right now because it's too easy to get everything on the server right now. And there's not many games coming out right now, so you kind of see the problem I have here. I'll drive over to the RP town so you kind of can see what it's like driving over there in the boat, and then I'll end it. Not much going on, just me trying to figure out if this is hypothetically worth doing or even possible to do. Then it might be possible to do with an RP town. So let's drive over here. It's been one of those nights where I've been trying to record and it's been either too noisy, you hear the cats going up and down the stairs, or someone intentionally makes too much noise just to get their 2 cents on the video that you're trying to create. It's been one of those nights. Pretty much. One of those nights where you want to record your gameplay, but you feel that it's not very professional when you hear all this background noise. It's one of those nights. I'm actually pretty surprised there hasn't been any background noise so far. Which I'm not trying to jinx myself here, but you kind of get the idea. But yeah, it's a hell of a sight. Coming over here and seeing green and snow biome. A little pissed at my teammates. We finally get the heli tower up to sheet metal and they don't only get on to play and use it. Like, really? Are you kidding me? It's a little laggy loading it in for the first time though. Don't you love it when this lemon guy asks a question and no one's responding and is either clearly busy or sleeping? This is why I usually have the chat muted. So if he continues to be harassive in chat, I'll just turn off chat. But maybe he finally got the answer. Everyone's busy, probably doing something. I'm pretty sure Dusty's sleeping right now. I mean, it is 2:35 a.m. in the morning, so pretty sure he's sleeping. But yeah, it's a hell of a view. then as long as I have the tugboat against that little dock/pier there, it will not respawn. But as soon as it's floating by itself, or like you have the front of it up against a platform, it will respawn during a restart of the server. So keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm pretty much left to maintain all of this. And it kind of sucks, but in the end, at least I don't have to share anything with anyone anymore, right? Anyways, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe button, / follow button. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll let you know if my teammates actually decide to get back on, or where we end up going from here. Anyways, I'll see you guys again soon.